Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining this webinar. My name is Christopher Lott, and I'm a Senior Solutions Architect for Amazon Transcribe. Today, we're going to be discussing how to develop automatic speech recognition solutions for multiple industries with Amazon Transcribe. We'll start with an overview, then look at different Transcribe use cases, how customers are adding Transcribe to their architectures, and see some demos. Are you capturing the value of your audio? Data in audio form is virtually impossible, even for computers, to search and analyze. Therefore, it needs to be converted to text to perform other downstream tasks like adding metadata, creating subtitles, and translating it to other languages. You can unlock the value in your audio content with transcription, but traditional transcription methods are manual and not easy to scale. It is also slow and costs a lot of money. Amazon Transcribe can help solve these problems. It is an automatic speech-to-text AI service that uses deep learning for speech recognition. This fully managed and continuously trained service enables you to focus on your business. Let us do the heavy lifting in building and maintaining state-of-the-art speech recognition models for you. As a fully managed service, there's no infrastructure or servers to provision and maintain. Transcribe also replaces the costly process of manual transcription with a highly accurate and efficient process that scales up and down depending on your business needs. That means you only pay for what you use. For example, our customer Intuit processes more than 275 million minutes of customer interactions a year. During peak times such as income tax season, which runs from January to April, our customer Intuit needs to scale and process calls from 6,000 contact center agents up to 11,000 contact center agents. In addition to your on-demand content, we know that increasing the accessibility and value of your live streaming content is important too, which means low latency is a must. Later, we'll show how customers like Formula One use Amazon Transcribe to subtitle the live broadcasts of the races in various languages all around the world. We strive to make this automatic transcription process easy and fast for our customers, with no prior machine learning experience required. Amazon Transcribe improves business outcomes by making audio discoverable and searchable, particularly important for organizations where audio and video content is constantly being added, such as customer calls, audio and video entertainment and education content, medical interactions, and digital evidence for legal investigation. It also increases customer engagement with content through subtitles and moderation, increasing efficiency and revenues, and acquiring and retaining customers through analytics. Amazon Transcribe works by transcribing real-time audio or video streams or pre-recorded media content. For batch processing, you can send your audio files stored in an Amazon S3 bucket to Amazon Transcribe and receive JSON transcript files as an output. We support a variety of audio and video formats, including WAV, MP3, FLAC, MP4, AMR, OGG, and WebM. For real-time transcription, you can stream audio content to Transcribe using HTTP2 or WebSocket connections and receive a continuous stream of transcription results. We'll see a demo of this in a little bit. Amazon Transcribe has a rich set of features that help you produce accurate and easy-to-read transcripts every time. These transcripts are complete with pronunciation, capitalization, number normalization, and speaker or channel labeling, which makes the output ready for use for captioning and subtitling or analytics. Transcribe also provides timestamps for every word, so you can align the text accurately with the audio for use cases such as search, subtitling, highlight generation, or to simply review the transcript. Word-level confidence scores help you improve the accuracy of your transcription by identifying lower confidence terms to review with human in the loop. Amazon Transcribe provides automatic language identification in 2 flavors. First, it automatically identifies what the dominant language of a file is with manual tagging. This is great for user-generated recordings such as voicemail and audio or video reviews. Second, if your audio recording contains more than one language, you can enable multi-language identification, which identifies all languages spoken in the audio file and creates a transcript using each identified language. That means if speakers change languages mid-conversation, or if each participant is speaking a different language, your transcription output detects and transcribes each language correctly. Transcribe also has a feature that allows you to boost accuracy rates by customizing the models to recognize words unique to your business needs. With custom vocabulary, you can quickly teach Amazon Transcribe to recognize words that are specific to your use case, context, or domain, such as product names, or teach Transcribe custom words with phonetic pronunciations. And you can modify the output, for example, removing periods from an acronym like A.W.S to simply show as AWS. You can further improve the accuracy by augmenting the transcribed language model with more training and tuning data that you provide to create what we call a custom language model, or CLM for short. CLMs are great because it capitalizes on existing data that you already possess, such as marketing assets, website content, call transcripts, and training manuals. Wix is a cloud-based development platform for building fully personalized and high-quality websites. After completing their CLM training with customization features mentioned, they were producing transcription accuracy rates for US English around 92%. Also, UK-based energy supplier and technology company, Octopus Energy, wanted to improve their customer care with call transcriptions. With Amazon Transcribe, they built a custom CLM to better understand their specific business terms. They trained the model using internal documents, customer reviews, and gigabytes of customer emails, since the content of those interactions were similar to what was being said on the calls. For example, smart meters are a hot topic in the UK. With Amazon Transcribe custom language models, they were able to better understand domain-specific language and smart meter perfectly transcribed, whereas the standard model may have heard smart me too. Depending on the file, Octopus Energy saw a relatively accuracy improvement of 12 to 20%. Amazon Transcribe also supports up to 10 alternative transcriptions for each sentence to enable you to quickly choose the best option for the context of your domain. This is also very helpful for subtitling workflows with human in the loop. We also prioritize user safety and privacy with features like vocabulary filtering and redaction of personally identifiable information like names and addresses. When transcribing audio, you can instruct Amazon Transcribe to automatically mask, remove, or tag specific terms from the output transcripts based on a vocabulary that you specify. For example, you can use a vocabulary filter to automatically remove profane words from the transcription results for content moderation. You'll no longer need to manually scrub for inappropriate content. You can similarly use vocabulary filtering to remove common filler words to enhance the readability of call transcripts for further analysis. For example, DNA is one of Japan's leading mobile gaming and internet service companies. When evaluating speech-to-text services, they wanted to find a service that could help them create a safe community for our users by automatically redacting banned words. These banned words are typically slang and not recognized by standard speech-to-text services. With Amazon Transcribe and its vocabulary filtering feature, banned terminology can be identified and redacted. We also value customer privacy and provide redaction of certain personally sensitive information, such as PII, PCI, and PHI. A few examples of those include name, address, social security number, and more. We know your ASR needs may be for streaming or batch processing, or you may need US English, South African English, Brazilian Portuguese, or Gulf Arabic. Please check our documentation to see our full list of supported languages and features. So far, we've been discussing the base features of Amazon Transcribe, which is available in batch and streaming mode. There are two other use cases with Amazon Transcribe APIs. This is Transcribe Call Analytics and Transcribe Medical. Transcribe Call Analytics is an ML-powered API for generating highly accurate call transcripts and extracting conversation insights to improve the customer experience and agent productivity. With Transcribe Call Analytics, developers can analyze call recordings to get turn-by-turn call transcripts and actionable insights that can be added to their applications. Transcribe Medical is a state-of-the-art machine learning service that accurately transcribes medical terminologies, such as medicine names, procedures, and even conditions and diseases. Amazon Transcribe Medical can serve a diverse range of use cases, such as transcribing physician-patient conversations for clinical documentation, capturing phone calls in pharmacovigilance, or subtitling telehealth consultations. We'll do a deeper dive on Transcribe Call Analytics and Transcribe Medical later on in the session. While Transcribe finds usage across multiple industries, we'll focus today's webinar on three top use cases: media search and subtitling, call analytics, and clinical documentation. Media and entertainment customers are using Transcribe for a plethora of use cases, including auto-generating video subtitles or captions for live and on-demand content, content moderation, search and discovery, and meeting subtitling. Companies have reported unprecedented increases in call volumes as more and more of their end customers rely on contact center interactions. You can use Transcribe in contact centers to unlock insights with real-time and post-transcription analysis. Understand the voice of the customer and enable your agents to improve their customer experience. For medical use cases, customers are using Transcribe to better drive patient outcomes with automated clinical documentation, pharmacovigilance, payer-to-payer analytics, telehealth subtitles. This is my favorite slide as it shows my team's hard work that has gone into making customers trust us with their contact centers and helping their customers and businesses and other partners. Amazon Transcribe serves customers from multiple industries, the three use cases we just mentioned, and many more that I'm not able to cover today. We have seen more use success in some industries versus others, but if you have a query, feel free to reach out to us and we'll be happy to share case studies specific to your industry or use case. Now let's dive into our first use case, look at some example architectures, and see demos. The first is media search and subtitling. Some common customer challenges regarding media and search and subtitling include difficulty in managing and monetizing media libraries with outdated and incomplete metadata. Audio and video content is inaccessible by different customers due to hearing impairments or just being in a noisy environment. And with the large volume and content being produced, especially user-generated content, there's difficulty in monitoring the content and ensuring that it complies with community policies and your brand. Amazon Transcribe rises to the occasion. The first, with content search and discovery. Transcribe enables you to automatically create a rich metadata index of spoken words to easily search and find the content you're looking for. The second use case is subtitling and localization. Amazon Transcribe helps content producers and media distributors improve reach and accessibility by automatically generating timestamp subtitles that can be displayed along with the video content. This boosts user engagement and helps you meet accessibility requirements. Transcribing the content also tees the content up for translation and localization, which helps you reach a wider audience faster and further improves user stickiness. Research has shown that localized videos actually increase the minutes watched by 15%. Finally, Transcribe can be used for content moderation and compliance to detect potentially inappropriate content, to avoid issues in global markets, and to increase brand safety for advertisers while adhering to compliance standards. Now, so far, the previously mentioned features are great for media search and subtitling. For example, word-level timestamps enable users to find the exact location for the content they're looking for. Filters for specific slang, profanity, or any other inappropriate terminology to maintain quality user experience for all. Create and use multiple vocabulary filter lists to create subtitles appropriate for adult or child audiences based off tags. Similarly, content redaction can be used to automatically review by automatically identifying and removing sensitive personal information, such as PII content or inappropriate speech from gamer chat channels and news reporting. These use cases also work great for broadcast use cases, with Amazon Transcribe Streaming, which provides a low latency real-time transcription. A key feature of Transcribe Streaming is what we call partial results. Generating subtitles for a live broadcast requires a streaming model because transcriptions should appear on screen shortly after the commentary is spoken. This real-time need presents unique challenges compared to batch transcriptions and often affects the quality of the results because the language model has a limited knowledge of the future context. Amazon Transcribe generates partial results incrementally in its streaming transcription output until it finalizes a segment of continuous speech. Some words or phrases from these partial results might change as it continues to process the stream. We call this stabilization. If your display transcription results directly to a viewer, for example when creating subtitles for your videos, you can use partial result stabilization. With stabilization, you can choose the part of the transcription output that won't change, along with word-level timestamps as you present the subtitles. This makes it easier for viewers to read them. Amazon Transcribe also outputs batch transcription jobs in both WebVTT and subrip formats to use as video subtitles for existing workflows. Output files will include any content redaction, vocabulary filters, and distinguish multiple speakers in both formats. Now let's look at an example real-time architecture to close caption a live stream. First, start with the broadcast feed or cameras. This is streamed directly to Amazon Elemental Media Connect, which is a high-quality transport stream service for live video. From there, the stream is processed by Amazon Elemental Media Live to transform it from raw video to an RTMP stream. This will start an Amazon Fargate or EC2-based workflow that will read the audio from the live stream, convert it to an audio format that Transcribe requires, and then send the audio to Transcribe. The resulting live transcripts are converted into closed caption segments for injecting back into the live stream. This is done using the word-level timestamps, partial result stabilization, and final segments. The output stream is sent back to Media Live for high availability and failover, and then sent to Amazon Elemental Media Package for packaging and distribution. And if you want to display it on a website, you can use Amazon Interactive Video Service or IVS for live publishing. Examples of how to generate live closed captions can be found in the example project in the link and QR code on the bottom left of the screen. Now let's see a demo of how easy it is to produce a transcript for a video file. Here I am in the AWS Management Console. I have already uploaded a video file to S3. To generate an industry-standard WebVTT, or Web Video Text Track, choose the search bar and type Transcribe, and choose Amazon Transcribe. We are going to create a new transcription job by selecting Create Job, typing a job name, and then also browsing or selecting the URL of the file in S3. Finally, scroll down to where it says Subtitle Format and check SRT or WebVTT depending on your needs. Scroll down and choose Next. If you would like to enable PII redaction or vocab filtering or custom vocabularies, configure it here, then scroll down and select Create Job. I already have a job completed, so I won't create a new one. When the job is complete, select your job and scroll down to where it says Download. Notice that the SRT and VTT transcript files are available for me to download. When you download these files and name them the same as the video players such as VLC will automatically play the closed captions. Let's quickly see what the generated closed captions look like.
Transcribing audio can be complex, time-consuming, and expensive. You either need to hire someone to do it manually, implement applications that are difficult to maintain, or use hard-to-integrate services that yield poor results. Amazon Transcribe takes a huge leap forward using deep learning technology to quickly and accurately convert live or recorded speech into text at a fraction of the cost. It's easy to use and requires no machine learning experience. And
Now, let's see some customers that use Transcribe for media and entertainment subtitling. NASCAR publishes hundreds of short-form video content every month and needed to provide captions for all their VOD content, including multi-site and multiple language captioning. They selected Amazon Transcribe as their vendor of choice after evaluating multiple vendors for accuracy, cost-effectiveness, and flexibility. The outcome was that NASCAR spends 97% less than what they originally estimated on captioning.
Talladega is what makes Talladega.
Ooh.
Choose the lead anytime I can.
I prefer being the pusher.
The way it's been lately, I think you want to be the person pushing because inevitably that person's going to wreck. And when they do, you just kind of drive by and be like, sorry.
It's my teammate on the last lap of Talladega. Want to be getting pushed. Anyone else, I probably want to push them.
There's times in the race where you'll have to push to get up to the front, and then there's times that you put yourself in the spot to where someone needs to push you to move forward. I just would personally rather be leading. Most of the time, it's the safest place to be as well. I say that, but don't look at my record on super speedways lately.
There's no saying that we won't be able to be the guy out front this time around.
There's no better product than a wild race at Talladega.
Now let's pivot to call analytics. Call analytics does most of the heavy lifting associated with providing an end-to-end solution that can plug into your contact center, provide the intelligent insights that you need, both during a live call or post-call. There are two aspects to this. One, help supervisors assess the quality of your caller's experiences. For example, your supervisors need to know if an initially unhappy caller becomes happier as the call progresses. And if not, why? What actions can be taken before the call ends to assist the agent to improve the customer experience for calls that aren't going well? Once a call is ended, supervisors can analyze call recordings to derive actionable insights like agent performance, average call resolution time, caller and agent sentiment, average silent time on the call, and even insights like product feedback. The second aspect is to help agents optimize the quality of the caller's experience. During a live call, real-time call transcription removes the need for your agents to take notes during calls, freeing them to focus on more attention on providing the positive customer interactions. Post-call analytics, powered by Amazon Transcribe, can help agents go over call notes and understand opportunities for improvement. As mentioned earlier, companies have seen an increase in call volumes into their contact centers. Companies want to ensure that customer satisfaction remains high during these conversations and want to use these calls to address agent coaching opportunities. They also want to gain insights from these calls and understand the macro trends on what customers are calling about. Given the enormous call volumes customers handle, these insights or customer satisfaction boosting opportunities are difficult to understand manually. Additionally, companies need to follow industry regulations and also address compliance needs such as GDPR and PII, PCI, and PHI redaction. Enforcing and implementing these become challenging at scale. To put things into perspective, a customer with 100 agents accumulates 2,000 or more hours of communication every week. Nowhere is there such a rich feedback loop available. Contact centers end up manually scoring only a few randomly sample customer contacts. It is hard to build and manage custom applications for supervisors and analysts. These applications often lack speech transcription accuracy and are slow to analyze high call volumes. In the end, the poor accuracy and lack of timeliness yields limited insights and lack of detection of sentiment, categories, and issues. There is a failure to quickly identify emerging themes and training opportunities. Amazon Transcribe rises to these challenges to improve customer satisfaction by transcribing, in real time, customer agent conversations. By providing assisted prompts to your agents and pre-escalating ahead of time, Amazon Transcribe helps keep customers happy. Transcribe can be used to extract insights into why customers are calling. For example, what issues, action items, and outcomes happened during the call, and what the sentiment of both the caller and the agent were throughout the whole conversation. Integrated with business intelligence tools such as Amazon QuickSight, Transcribe provides powerful analytics and forecasting reporting engine for any contact center. For audit and compliance, transcripts can be automatically redacted for confidential information like PII, PCI, or PHI, depending on the client industry. Customers can make call category rules to determine whether or not an agent was compliant or deviated from their script, and that can help in agent training. Finally, features like live transcription during calls or helping agents stay compliant to a script forms an effective agent assist use case that helps provide a better customer experience. While agents are prompted with the next best actions to quickly resolve customer queries or the issues at hand, supervisors can receive proactive alerts to prevent customer escalations and churn. Now let's look at a typical Amazon Transcribe call analytics architecture. First, we start with call recordings that get uploaded into Amazon Simple Storage Service, or S3 for short. An S3 trigger is used to begin Amazon Step Function, which is an orchestration service. This workflow will start a transcription job with Amazon Transcribe Call Analytics, which analyzes the file and outputs detailed word-by-word timestamp transcriptions, sentiment analysis, PIR redaction, and will detect the issues or the reason the customer called, any action items outlined during the call, and the outcome of the call. The resulting JSON call analytics is then sent to Amazon Comprehend, a natural language processing service that uses machine learning to uncover valuable insights and connections within the text to detect spoken entities and their sentiments. When the step function workflow is complete, the results are stored back in Amazon S3. From here, we can analyze the data in two ways. The first way is to build a website and host it in Amazon CloudFront, which is one of the examples that the post-call analytics solution, which I'll talk about in a minute, provides. The second way is to use Amazon Athena, an interactive query service that makes it easy to analyze data in S3 using standard SQL. We can build aggregate analyses or dashboards in a business intelligence tool, such as Amazon QuickSight or others. This reference architecture is quickly deployable with the Amazon Post-Call Analytics example project. The blog and CloudFormation template can be found in the link and QR code here on the left-hand side. Let's take a look at the user interface that is deployed with the Post-Call Analytics project. Customer service is at the heart of everything. Customers are going to choose the vendor that gives the most representation. Transcribe Call Analytics is designed to provide you with the most important data and metrics. Use these metrics for quality management, customer experience improvement, and to identify agent coaching opportunities. With Transcribe Call Analytics, you also can get alerted to issues when the conversation matches a predefined rule. For example, when the phrase supervisor was mentioned. Here we can also see turn-by-turn sentiment, as well as aggregated sentiment for both the caller and the agent. You can see how long each participant spoke for, as well as if there were any spoken interruptions. Maintaining workplace regulations is mandatory in every industry. Transcribe is PCI compliant, GDPR compliant, and SOC 1, 2, and 3 compliant. It supports automatic redaction of personally identifiable information, such as name, social security number, and addresses. It can also redact this from the audio recordings. Transcribe Call Analytics also summarizes calls by highlighting the issues, actions, and outcomes within the call, as well as highlighting their locations within the turn-by-turn transcript. State Auto Insurance Company provides insurance in 9 lines of business, including auto, home, and commercial. The company serves 33 U.S. states with a goal to treat customers better, offer those customers flexibility, and, years later, to use technology to make agents' jobs easier. They use Amazon Transcribe to derive insights from millions of calls, and, as a result, reduced call volumes and efficiency gains have saved them an estimated $800,000 in operating costs, while also increasing their user experience. State Auto also built 15 machine learning models using Transcribe that now accomplish the work that State Auto would have previously needed 8 to 10 employees to do, assessing 5,000 claim calls per week. State Auto can turn on call listening and gain insights using existing models for an entire department in just 20 minutes. You can read the customer case study and learn more about similar successes on the Amazon Transcribe customers page on our website. Now, let's talk about medical. From clinician-patient conversations and dictated medical notes to patient calls and telemedicine, more than 1.5 billion hours of medical audio data is generated every year. Yet, there has not been a convenient, accurate, secure, and scalable way to really unlock all those insights that are trapped inside that audio. By leveraging technology to excavate this information, we can analyze it and use it to drive better patient care, clinician workflow efficiency, and even improve the bottom lines for healthcare providers. Amazon Transcribe Medical supports transcriptions for standard US English with continued diversification of accents, including Chinese accented English and Indian accented English. Amazon Transcribe Medical provides transcription expertise for primary care and specialty care areas, such as family medicine, internal medicine, pediatrics, and OBGYN. It also supports specialties such as cardiology, neurology, gynecology, pediatrics, oncology, radiology, and urology. Transcribe Medical is also HIPAA eligible, and it prioritizes patient data security and privacy. Transcribe Medical is a stateless service. It does not store inbound audio, does not store output text, and transcription is only processed in memory, so no customer data ever hits disk. Users have full control over their data and determine whether they prefer to store the transcriptions in local environments or self-managed cloud storage. Transcribe Medical also supports streaming and channel identification to unlock use cases such as telehealth and real-time dictation. Now let's see an example architecture that joins Transcribe Medical with Amazon Comprehend Medical to provide a full analysis of the transcript. First, we start with a live microphone connected via a website hosted on CloudFront. The website sends the microphone data directly to Transcribe Medical, and accurate transcriptions return back in real time. When dictation is complete, the transcript is then sent to Amazon Comprehend Medical, which is a HIPAA-eligible natural language processing service that uses machine learning that has been pre-trained to understand and extract health data from medical text, such as prescriptions, procedures, and diagnoses. The output of Transcribe Medical is stored in S3, and analyses and visualizations can be done through Amazon Athena and a business intelligence tool of your choice, such as Amazon QuickSight. This is based on the open source medical transcription analysis example project, which we have available in the QR code and the link on the bottom left of the screen. Now let's see a demo of how easy it is to chain together Amazon Transcribe Medical and Amazon Comprehend Medical for some powerful analyses. Here I am back in the AWS Management Console. To get to Transcribe Medical, choose the search bar and type in Transcribe. On the left-hand menu, choose Transcribe Medical Real-Time Transcriptions. I'm going to demo a live dictation mode by reading an example clinical summary, then taking the resulting transcript and pasting it into Comprehend Medical. This is a 49-year-old white male who sustained a traumatic injury to his left posterior thigh. He sustained an injury from the patellar from a boat while in the water. He was airlifted to the hospital and underwent extensive surgery. He still has an external fixation on it for the healing fractures in the leg and has undergone grafting and full-thickness skin grafting closure to a large defect in his left posterior thigh, which is nearly healed right in the gluteal fold on that left area. In several areas right along the graft site and low in the leg, the patient has several areas of hypergranulation tissue. He has some drainage from these areas. There is no sign and symptoms of infection. He was referred to us to help him get those areas under control. So now that we have the transcript, let's go ahead and copy it. Now, let's go to Transcribe Medical to see how we can use NLP to understand the details inside the text. Choose the menu again, but this time type Comprehend Medical. Choose Launch Real-Time Analyses. And I'm going to clear the example text and paste our transcript. Now I'm going to choose Analyze. As you can see, Comprehend Medical has extracted vital information, such as the patient age, the type of injury, and the locations of the injury, and diagnoses about the injury, such as extensive surgery has been done. All of this information is extracted by Amazon Comprehend Medical for logging in electronic medical records and also generating analytics. Talkspace is a revolutionary healthcare app that delivers virtual access to online therapists through its HIPAA-compliant platform. Having helped over 2 million people, Talkspace is dedicated to fighting the barriers and stigma that surround mental health. Talkspace wanted to standardize their machine learning workloads on AWS to better understand their clients, increase their level of service, and provide time-saving tools for their therapists to improve client outcomes. Due to the time-saving benefits, the company saw a 20% increase in the number of notes created by therapists after implementing Transcribe Medical. Cerner uses Transcribe Medical APIs in its digital voice scribe that automatically listens to clinician-patient interactions to save time and increase efficiency. Thank you for joining the webinar today. So how can you get started? Well, we recommend you get started building a POC right away with some of the examples we showed today. And also, feel free to engage with AWS Solutions architects, partners, or dive into one of our training sessions to get the most out of Amazon Transcribe. Once again, thank you for watching the webinar today. My name is Christopher Lott, Senior Solutions Architect for Amazon Transcribe. Have a great day.